Okay, so my latest Arduino project is to give me, being a paraplegic drummer, having no use of my legs, I can't use kick pedals, and I can't use hi-hat stands. I just got back into drumming after about a 10-year, or more than 10-year hiatus. And I re-entered. This time I went with a Roland TD25K kit. It's got the Roland TD25 module. I love the kit. The only thing I don't like is I wish they would have included, you've got dual zone pads, dual zone cymbals, which means, and the cymbals are chokeable. So let me go over here a minute and explain this first. So on any of these drums or cymbals, you won't hear anything. I don't have these hooked to any audio output. So it detects the head and it detects the rim, and it plays two different sounds. Cymbals, like the ride, it knows if I hit the edge and it'll give me a crash sound. It knows if I hit the edge on top and it gives me a nice ding. And it also knows it's got another zone. If I hit the bell, I'll get a bell sound. It's also chokeable. I can hit any of the cymbals, and if you grab right here, there's just a really sensitive switch in here that'll turn the sound off. Here's where the problem comes in. Say I want to, on my old acoustic setup, I had two hi-hats, two cross-hats, real cymbals. One was left trashy or open, one was left closed. And to get open and closed sounds, I would just hit them and mute them manually. The way the TD25 is set up, the hi-hat has a 3-pin 1/4-inch jack, tip ring sleeve, to pick up all the zones. But and so do all the other drums. However, on the module, you cannot have one sound, say a snare sound on the head, and then say a cowbell, a different sound on the rim. Same for the toms. You can have the toms can be split up, actually. I mean, who really uses rim shots on their toms? They don't. Yet the trigger's there. So they make these splitter cables, which are great for like the TD11, where you can assign different sounds to the head and to the rim. Well, a splitter cable, which allows you to use single zone triggers and split the cable, split the head and the rim on the cable, so you can attach another drum. For instance, if I'm not using rim shots, I could add another pad here, make it another tom, a cowbell, a splash. If I had a TD11, with a TD25 you can't do that. Okay, so back to the hi-hat. I got a VH-11 hi-hat. Mine's mounted on a cross-hat. And then I got a CY5 hi-hat. And what I'm trying to accomplish is, this is my primary hat. And if I hit this, I want this to act like a metal drummer's drop choke, or drop clutch, I'm sorry. So what that is some drummers have a attachment on the top, and if they mash their hi-hat pedal, the hi-hat stays closed. And since they're using double kicks, if they want a hi-hat sound, they hit a lever which releases and opens the hi-hat until they press the pedal again. Now to how the VH-11 works. The VH-11 uses a standard hi-hat stand with the VH-11 hi-hat. And so you plug a trigger cable into the hi-hat, and there's another cable that goes into the VH controller, which just sits on a hi-hat stand. And then you put your VH-11 on your hi-hat mount, and when you press the pedal, this plunger goes up and down. Essentially all this is inside is a 10K potentiometer. It's sensing not voltage but the changing current. It sends out a 3.8 volt signal on the tip, and with varying resistance you get varying current, and that's how it knows how open and closed the hi-hat is. Not going to work for me. So my first, sorry for the shaky video, I'm trying to push my chair. My first solution was to just have I'd plug in the hi-hat control wire right here, and I can adjust my open and closedness. If I flip the switch, it just reverses which way is open and which way is closed, and this will give me a hi-hat clutch sound if I need it. Very manual, and it's okay for songs that are all open or all closed hi-hat, but I can't stop what I'm doing while I'm drumming to fiddle with knobs and switches. So I've moved to this, and I'm using a Arduino Pro Micro. Right now I've only got one button set up. In the end, I'm going to have 4 touch sensitive switches. The first one will be a closed hat, second a trashy hat, third a fully open hat, and the fourth will give control to this fader, which will adjust how closed and open the hi-hat sound is. And there's a 5th feature. I've made a trigger input right here. So what this will do is, say this hi-hat's closed. Closed, closed, closed. If I click this, if I just tap that, now it's open. Open, open, open until I hit that again. Now the hat's closed. So really I can just, you can hear it on the headphones probably. Close sound. Hit this pad. Drop clutch. Open sound. Now while it's playing open, if I hit that, it'll shut it off. So open. Now it's off. Now I'm back to closed hi-hat. So when I'm finished, this will have lit up 4 lit up touch sensitive buttons, LEDs across the top indicating which button is active, and of course the trigger is always active. So I just wanted to give you a little demo of that.